Today I'm talking about one simple tool to track your receivables and cash flow. All of you must be aware with aging analysis, but I'm going to share a specific point about aging analysis that you will find really useful. Now, cash flow is a very big topic and I'm covering it in a number of small videos. This video is about one tracking and monitoring tool, and that's receivable aging analysis. Before I get into the actual topic, I must mention here that when the business is small, it is okay to rely on our memory. We can still be on top of all the finance numbers when the data is small. However, as the business grows, the numbers and matrices become really complex, and we must get into the habit of preparing dashboards and robust tracking and monitoring templates. One such tracker is receivable aging analysis. All accounting softwares provide the aging analysis report at a click of a mouse. When you run a report, what you get is the information on your total receivables, client-wise, invoice-wise receivables, and since how long. Common practice is to put it in the slabs of 30, 60, 90 or 120 days and so on. You may decide the slabs that are suitable for your business. Now my first point is, you must study aging analysis report at least once every week. When you look at the total receivable every week, it is a reminder for yourself that so much of your money is currently with somebody else. This is likely to make you take some action to recover it. A weekly reminder will not let you forget this priority. Now, here is the main point. It is a small tweak in this report. I suggest to add a row which indicates the percentage of receivables in each aging slab. This small tweak helps you understand your collection efficiency rather than monitoring the total receivable. To give you an example, if you have raised the invoice for a large project, there will be a surge in total receivable amount, but that is not an alarming situation because it is not yet due for payment. Percentage in each slab actually indicates the efficiency of your collection process. Obviously, if high percentage of receivables is in lower aging slab, that is in 30 days or less, then it means your collection is efficient. On the other hand, if you have high percentage in higher aging slabs of let's say 60, 90, 120 days or more, then that's the reason to worry. You must take corrective actions to bring the percentage down in the higher aging slabs. Remember, the goal is to reduce the percentage in higher aging slab and increase the lower aging slab. The tracker can be used for both corrective actions as well as preventive actions. Corrective actions will be different for different aging slabs. For example, for 30 days or less, email reminder. For 30 to 60 days, a phone follow-up. 60 to 90 days, visit and collect. And beyond that, there could be some strong steps, including the legal action. Now, this gives us better guidance on which action to take for which aging slab. Preventive actions are those which prevent the receivable to shift from its current slab to the next higher aging slab. The follow-up actions will be similar to those in corrective actions, that is email, phone, visit or legal, just that these are being done as a preventive measure rather than when the damage is already done. When you keep monitoring the percentage week on week, you will start seeing interesting insights that will get you the trends of this aging analysis. You will be able to forecast much better and also give your team clear targets on payment collection. Implement this and let me know how you improved your collections.